here, International Women's Day. Every year, the International Women's Day has been celebrated 8th of March. And this year, the theme is Break the Bias. Exceptional things happen to exceptional people. Who are the exceptional people? The bold, the strong, and the mighty. And they are what? The women. With me here is an exceptional woman. Bold, beautiful, and strong. No other person than Mrs. Maureen Tamio. Every year the world celebrates International Women's Day, and this year's theme is Break the Bias. A woman is an epitome of beauty. Whenever a woman is found, beauty is evidence. As a woman, you are not just a co-creator with God by your procreation. You are essentially a woman of worth and a woman of value. You were created to impact, be a woman of impact, making a difference to everyone you come in contact with. Beginning from your home, be relevant to your world and to the people around you. Be known woman. Who is a known woman? When she's quiet, millions of things are running through her mind. When she stares at you, she's wondering why she loves you so much, in spite of being taken for granted. When she says, I will stand by you, she will stand by you like a solid rock. Never hurt her or take her for granted. A woman has the most unique character like salt. The present is never remembered, but her absence makes all things tasteless.
I think that in general, every woman is a complete being. We are individuals who have enormous potentials. We literally can do anything that we put our mind to do. We're strong, we're innovative, we're sensitive at the same time, we're compassionate, and we have the capacity and the ability to achieve great heights. So I think the design for a woman is to go as far as she wants to go. The woman's responsibility is never ending. It depends on what angle that you look at it from. Like in our society today, I class a society as fragments of families. They make a society. In a society, I will say that a woman is the custodian of tradition, is the custodian of values, and a woman can achieve literally anything she wants to achieve. So if you see, for example, in a family, if you have a family tradition, for example, every Christmas you must buy presents and open it on Boxing Day, it's a woman that keeps that going. It's a woman that holds that tradition or that culture or that value. A woman enforces it, and a woman makes sure that it's done, basically. So I would say that a woman is the custodian of tradition, culture, and values of any sort of environment. One good thing about we women is we have the ability to multitask, or we have the ability to be able to function in different aspects of life. Like a woman is able to be a different person in church, a different person in the house, a different person depending on the situation. So women have that capacity. That's a gift that we have. So being able to be a good sister, but at the same time being able to be a good daughter, and also being able to, function optimally and efficiently in a working environment is one of the abilities that women have. I think for a woman is able to, as I said earlier on, able to achieve whatever she wants to achieve. A woman will firstly look for substance. When a woman sees substance, you have the ability to be able to nurture and grow that substance to flourish. A woman is strong. A woman is innovative, like very, very innovative. A woman is creative in whatever angle. So what makes me a woman is to be able to put all these abilities that I have into my everyday activities, basically. I think the best way to balance that is to have a strong support system. Your support system could be your partner. If you have the right partner, then he's able to nurture you, he's able to support you, he can listen to you and encourage you. If you have some people, maybe the church is their support system, but having the right support system will give you the ability to be able to socialize at the same time, be a good wife at home at the same time, be a good daughter at the same time, be a good sister or a good friend. So I think a strong support system will be able to encourage that. I think as a woman in the industry where I work, it's been a bit challenging. It doesn't come without its challenges. It's been a bit challenging. The places you go to, that they still have the impression that, oh, this sort of job should only be done by a man. But I think the awareness is becoming a lot more, and a lot more of our people are giving women the opportunities. You can see it everywhere. They're giving women more opportunities to be able to take the front line, to be able to take the center seat, and to be able to coordinate things very well. So I think my experience has been fantastic. It's helped me to grow. It's helped me to become stronger. It's helped me gain a lot of experience. Without this, you probably might just think everything comes easy without challenges. But I appreciate the challenges because it's made me who I am today, basically. So I'm confident and I know exactly what I'm doing. I want to encourage every woman who is out there. I want to say that it's not enough for you to want to compare yourself to another individual to start with. So where you say that you want equal rights or equal opportunities, or where we can do anything. Every woman that out there has the capacity and the capability to be exceptional. We have that. So it's not enough to compare yourself to somebody else. You're an individual. And whatever any woman put in her mind to do, they always will achieve it. So let's not limit ourselves. Women should not limit themselves. Let's not limit ourselves and compare ourselves to another gender. We're unique and we're special. And with us comes all the capabilities. So just push beyond the barriers, push beyond whatever challenges you have. Without doing that, you cannot know the extent of your strength or your extent of your power. I will encourage everybody, push beyond your limit, and I'm sure that you have a breakthrough. I'm an exceptional woman and I'll always break barriers.
I'm happy and excited to be among these women that have been recognized on March 8, 2021. I'm delighted because this is to tell the world that whatever you do, people acknowledge it, especially when you're making impact in the life of people and you're working towards development of the society. This is a remarkable day in my life because it gives me more courage to do more and continue to impact the life of people, especially women, girls, and boys. I learn a lot also today because I come to realize that whatever you do, it makes somebody smiles. No matter how little you do something, it touches people's life, and that makes the difference in that person's life. Actually, the passion that drives me is this. I was brought up from a family, a very rural area. My mother drove me when I was 4 months old because of this, what we call domestic violence. They had issue with my dad. He beat her or break her hand. The only option is for her to drop the baby for 4 months and run for her life. So since then, I don't know how it happened. My sister has to sacrifice her primary school. She was in class 3. She has to drop out of the school to come and take care of me. And since then, I didn't grow up with parents. After 1 year, 2 years, they took me to another house. I spent few years there. They keep changing me from one house to another because nobody could help me. Nobody could cater for me. So if they hear of somebody that need a child, a baby, a girl to help do homework, they will carry me there. So before I knew, by the age of 12, I've changed about 5 different homes. So as I'm talking to you today, I lack that's what we call parental love. I've never experienced what it means to be loved by either a father or mother or pets. So when I start growing up, I discover I have passion to help other children whose smiles have gone. So I started helping people, especially orphans. Those children that love their moms or both parents. If I identify them in the society, just carry them, pay their school fees and help them, give them the love that I lacked. At the moment, I'm one of the girls that's faced what we call the poor upbringing. If you see my hands, I'm a left-handed person, but because of the home they took me, I was losing left hand. They carry my hands and drop inside hot oil, and the hands become clumped. So I couldn't use my right hand again, in my left hand to do something. So I suffer all this. You can see this is an acid that was poured by one of the women I stay with. Wanted to, because of child molest. So all this was experience that God used me to see that they need to have a child. So as I'm talking to you now, one of the daughters I brought up from 5 years that has no father, no mother, had just finished her NYSC in a boy saved and returned last 3 weeks back to me. I still have 6 now that I serve as their mom, though not biological mom, but I give them the smile so that they will grow, so that they realize their potentials. Not only on orphans alone. In my life, my house is like an office. I have mentored 28 people. Some are now MIE, Monitoring Evaluation Officer, working with the NGOs. Some are working as strategic planners. Some are working as they're taking positions. And in government, a lot of them are getting some positions that, exceptionally, they're doing well. I have men and women whom I'm mentoring. I'm still mentoring people, especially people that are assigned called technical assistants to the government key politicians. They come to me, I guide them how to develop in community-based interventions. So this journey has took me. I served in Gombe State government for 19 years as a civil servant, and later on, I joined the development work. I'm working as a development worker now for 10 years. I held so many positions, and I serve as a consultant to many organizations like Population Commission Council, like UNICEF, WHO, Options UK, Mamaye, Care for Life Mission, Plan International, ARI Consultants, World Bank. I did a lot of consultancies for them. Now, because of my involvement in development work, I realized something, that for the sustainable development to be really take place, we have to invest on the people and to impact the young generation. 1. 2, the rural community, we have to link them up to the global community. And how can this happen? I come up with an NGO called African Hope for Community Progress Initiative Nigeria, AfriHope. It has about 35 human capacity. I'm not working there, I'm just a technical advisor so that I can mentor young people to be leaders of tomorrow. We have the volunteers who are working, and we are supporting 9 local governments in Bauchi State. I'm not having grants, but from the resources I have, I'm supporting that. And I also established an organization called Bladira Global Consulting Firm. It's for technical for consultancy services. It's for profit making. So that I bring young people and mentor them with the skills they have. When I meet people, I try to look at the skills that they have and the potential and make them realize and make them valuable. I also have TKM Universal Concepts at a business organization. Now let me comment also about the human development, what I do. I am a volunteer lecturer with the Department of Community Medicine at the College of Medical Sciences, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University. It's a medical college where we bring up trained medical doctors. I teach environmental health. Not only teaching, I conduct their research agenda. I take them to field trip using my experience as a health worker. I lecture them. Then I identify the students who have some potential skills and develop them, help them to realize aside the curriculum that they have, just like what Miss Peace is doing. Because sometimes it's not the science, it's about identifying some things and do for them. So for instance, there's somebody that has a skill of presentation, a poet. Just in this International Women's Day yesterday, I connected to my organization, NIDA. She presented a paper on the International Women's Day. So this is to make them realize and demonstrate their expertise aside being the medical field.
I am super grateful to God for today and excited to see all the faces here. I want to thank you for finding it worthy to be here. Thank you so much. And if you are not too, I want to thank God, who is the senior partner for this project. This cannot be without him. I am even speechless that today is what it is. But one thing I want to appeal is that today is a maiden outing. So wherever you find some faults, some hitches, please forgive us and see this as our tutoring period. I hope you pardon us if there are areas that we have made some mistakes. Are we forgiven? Thank you. I know you already have this program, so there will be no need to bore you with reading all of it. But I'll just go straight to why this initiative was born. This initiative was born after the loss of a young mother due to work-related stress in running her business. It became imperative for us to build a platform that will mentor, celebrate, encourage, and support our women in leveraging technology to structure their businesses while staying healthy and creating jobs for the younger generation. My partner from One Africa is not yet here because she has a few logistics to coordinate, but I will not fail to mention her name is Stope Andy. These are women who have spurred us on. I don't know how to tell you that years back I used to sell hot drinks and cigarettes for my mother. And those years were not very pleasant because you have to sit up late, do so many things and still go to school. And having the privilege to have studied up to my 3rd degree on physics, which nobody would have told me that I would ever have done, I see it as a rare privilege. Yesterday was the day they removed line from me because I was ill, and yet we were still coordinating this. I kind of imagine what mothers put themselves through to put up a smiling face and tell their children and people around them that everything is okay. Don't you think that woman is strong? Should she go unrecognized? I know that story relates to every single woman seated here. If I ask every woman here, you have your stories. You are the reason we are here. I wanted to bring my mother today, but she's taking care of my dad, who just went through a spine surgery. I wanted to celebrate her in your presence. With her little knowledge, 8 children, she didn't want me to get married early, because she made a mistake with my sibling, and she didn't want that, in support of my father. These women are the reason I stand before you today. This meeting has 2 stratas. We have the seniors who we're also celebrating today, and then we have the startup moms who are connected with us online. They have children 12 months and below, yet they're working to build their businesses. For every business that is successful, we have an amount of unemployment taking off the economy. I wanted to especially celebrate Dr. Abiola, but she's a bit indisposed. She has a staff strength of over 2,000. And with this COVID, she never laid off any one of them. Please help me celebrate her in absentia. When I felt I couldn't go on, she held a prayer meeting, a Thanksgiving service, took the video and sent to me. And I look back and I realized that it is really not me, but God.
In the 1970s, UAE, United Arab Emirates, and Nigeria were classified as low-income countries because both countries were making less than $1,000 per person in a year. 14 years down the line, UAE had progressed to making more than $39,000 per person in a year, while Nigeria could only make about $2,000 per person in a year. As a result, UAE is currently being regarded as a high-income country, while Nigeria is classified as a low-middle-income country. It saddens my heart to know that UAE, that was making roughly equal amount with Nigeria in the 70s, is now making 18 times more than we are making as a country. At a point, I had asked myself the necessary question: what changed in the UAE and did not change in Nigeria to cause such disparity in just 40 years? After my personal research, I found the answer to be female education. Female education. Did you know that in the 1970s, more than half of the women in UAE and Nigeria were illiterate? However, according to Lindsay Kemp's study on UAE and female education in 2013, the UAE government made significant strategic investments in the girl child education. And 40 years later, just like magic, more than 90% of women in that country are well educated. In fact, 70% of university graduates in UAE are women. On the contrary, Nigerian female illiteracy population remains high till date. More than half of our women are still without a formal education. These facts made me to conclude that one more educated woman leads to an increase in the nation's income. My dear sisters and brothers, there is no greater tool for fighting gender inequality than girl-child liberation. As women of substance, we must deploy all our arsenals towards female education. If we want to achieve equal seats in the local government legislative houses, state houses of assembly, and national assembly, have more women CEOs or lead the affairs of this nation.
That's about it from us to you. I hope you enjoyed it. From the interview, we made it to know that what women can do anything, can multitask. They are strong being. Thank you for joining us. Happy International Women's Day.